This presentation is going to explain to you how to properly do multiple choice questions so you can do well on the literacy test. There are 5 types of reading in the text. The first is a news report you're going to read. You're going to read an information paragraph, a real-life narrative, a dialogue, and a graphic text. For all of these 5 readings, you're going to be answering multiple choice questions for them. There are approximately 39 multiple choice questions on the test, which is about half the test's worth if we're counting up in the number of questions. One of the tricky things that they do with the multiple choice is in some of the questions they're going to ask you, they're going to give you clues as to where to find the answer. So they might say line number 7. So you'll look at the side here, there's a 5, so that's 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you need to go to 6, 7, so it's going to be somewhere in here that you're going to start reading. So some of the questions are numbered by line, but then they get a bit sneaky. The next one is numbered by paragraph. So these numbers now aren't lines, they're paragraphs. So this is your first paragraph, here's a second paragraph, third paragraph. So make sure that you understand that. Finally, they're going to number it by paragraphs, but in the dialogue. When you're being numbered in a dialogue, it changes with the paragraph every time a person speaks. So for example, I'm going to pull a highlighter out so you can see. This is paragraph 2, 3, 4. If you go down here, this is paragraph 7 and 8. Look how small they are. They're just one line. So if you don't know that these are paragraphs, you're going to be looking around for it. So think about that. Every time a person speaks, it becomes a new paragraph. Here are some questions that you might find. So what does the dash indicate in paragraph 9? So go to paragraph 9. Why does paragraph 4 contain only short sentences? So they do give you little hints as to where to find the information. Something else really important that you need to know is that they use Roman numerals on the test. So if you don't know what a Roman numeral is, then we're going to show you right now. So Roman numerals, they're the ones up here. So we have a 1, 2 is 2 lines, and we have 3, 1, 2, 3, pretty basic. Now we're going into sections 4. So a 5 is a V. If the 1 comes before it, that's a number 4, so you subtract it. You have 5 with the 1 after it, that becomes 6. So 5 plus 1. You don't really need to know this. You just need to be aware that on the top of the booklet, when it says 1x, you come to this section to answer the questions. So make sure that you match the Roman numerals that you see on your paper to the answer questions, to the answer sheet. Now, when you're reading your multiple choice questions, you really have to think about how you're going to answer, because they're a little tricky. First thing you should probably do is read the question and cover all the answers. You don't even want to look at what they say because they're going to try and trick you. Go into the text and see if you can figure out what the answer is. Once you've got an idea, then you read all of the choices. Cross out the ones that you know are wrong, and then compare the answers to make sure that you're really sure of it. And make your choice. So hopefully your choice will be in there. Now, here's a pretty tricky thing that you need to think about. Reasons to rule out answers. It doesn't answer the question. So if you see it and it makes no sense, just cross it off. It's too general. All the questions are going to be specific. So you really want to think about something specific. It's going to come directly from the text. So it gives some information, but not enough or not as much as another answer. So you're looking for the best answer. This one is the trickiest one you're going to see out there. It's correct, but it's not in the reading. So, for example, there was once a reading that had a snowstorm, And the question was, why were the cars stuck? And one of the answers was because the bridge was too icy and they were sliding down. Well, in reality, that was nowhere in the story. So if you didn't read the story, your answer would be right, but it has nothing to do with what the reading was. The other thing that they do, it's a red herring. This is a tricky one too. Be careful. It was in the reading, but it's not the right answer. Because you'll say to yourself, oh, I remember reading that. It's got to be that. But it's not the right answer. It's just something that you read. So be careful. Do the reading. Go find it back in the text. It's just a little cartoon we put out here. If you look at these, which is the best picture? Of course it's this one. That kid failed because he didn't know what was expected of him. So with the literacy test, make sure you know what they want from you and that you produce it. Good luck on your multiple choice sections.